Hello, friends, and welcome to the Honeycast. I hope that what I am bringing you today is sweet like honey and is nourishing to your soul. And it's actually a topic that I don't hear a whole lot about, but I think there are some of you out there that feel this way, and you're really struggling with your weight. You're really struggling with energy levels. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about this phenomenon. It's called exercise intolerance. And so normally I am encouraging women to get moving and to do the needle mover exercisers like strength training and a little bit of HIIT in there, or sit, which is your sprint interval training, plus everyday movement, which is very important. But sometimes I will talk to a client or talk to someone who is describing that they are exhausted, that they feel terrible after their workout, that they can't just work through it and just get through it, and they suffer for it. And so this is something that can happen in midlife for different reasons, and it's called exercise intolerance, and there can be many reasons for exercise intolerance. So don't hear me wrong. I'm not saying that you're intolerant to exercise because maybe you don't like it. It's, you can use that as an excuse, but I'm talking about actual physical things that are going on in your body that are pulling down your energy levels. And so I don't know about you, but my energy levels drastically changed as I hit menopause. And I do feel like I got to the point where I had some exercise intolerance. And how did I know that? Well, things like this. Can't sleep at night, so I don't get a good night's sleep. Very difficult to get out of bed first thing in the morning. After exercise, having to go home, I'm thinking mainly about playing pickleball or just doing anything very intense for a couple hours, going home, literally not moving for hours. And for me, I will have to say that I had an underlying infection going on that I didn't know, but I will say this. As estrogen declines, our energy declines, and that's why we need to make sure that we're eating carbohydrates the Goldilocks way, the right carb in the right setting at the right time. We desperately need those carbohydrates because of the glucose and to nourish our thyroid and our adrenals and for that energy. And so other people could have some adrenal insufficiency. That can also happen in midlife as estrogen and other hormones decline. Our hormones is basically our endocrine system. And so when one area is affected, other areas are affected as well. And especially if you have chronic stress. Estrogen goes out the door, cortisol levels rise, we have chronic stress, and so we are just eating up our energy, and our energy stores begin to really get depleted, as well as our B vitamins, because that's what we need for energy, for cellular health and cellular production and energy production. And so it's always good to get your B vitamins tested, you guys. I have had some clients that have high B levels, and that can also make you feel bad. But most of us do need our B vitamins. And so we're just talking about energy here. So if you feel like your life is a workout, you do not need to be working out intensely. You will want to work up to that, you guys. But if you aren't listening to your body and your body is always talking and you're working against yourself, you're going to deplete energy levels. You're going to burn out. You're going to stress your adrenals. And all of that is stressful on the body. And honestly, it does contribute to belly fat gain because we are in fat storage mode. And so other reasons why people might have some exercise intolerance, kind of like what I had going on, was an underlying virus and bacteria. And how I found that out was going to get tested, going to the doctor, working with an integrative healthcare practitioner. And I just had to take about 2.5 months off of any type of intense exercise. And I went into recovery mode. And this is what I want to say. I'm so glad I'm back. So I took off December, January, and February. I started doing a little bit in March. We are in May right now, and I have to say, I am almost restored. I've been doing a lot of things supplement wise, but mainly with my exercise and stress and my adrenals, I have been restoring before more. I was going to say mooring, but restore before more. This is something that I am a certified menopause fitness specialist through Flipping 50, Deborah Atkinson. Love her stuff. That is one of her main principles. And I didn't like to hear that at first because I was like, what do you mean? If you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthy, you've got to be exercising. How can you restore before more? But if you are able to do that, then you give your body exactly what it needs, the rest and the restoration. When you are ready and your energy levels are restored, you ease back into it and you listen to your body. So if you are over exercising and you are just exhausted, we need to slow your roll. We need to back it up. And so here is what I did. I completely cut out intense exercise for maybe 3 months. That's intense weightlifting, that's intense pickleball playing, that's intense high intensity, all of that. And what I decided to do was what my body wanted. So I got a vibration plate, which I highly recommend because you're actually getting a double workout in a shorter period of time. And you're also activating more muscle fibers by working out on that vibration plate. And it's only a 10 to 15 minute workout, but it's like you're getting a 30-minute workout, and you're increasing human growth hormone, which is an anti-aging hormone. And you're also able to build or maintain strength, even though you might not be lifting heavy. And so because I continued with my protein intake, I'm up to about 100 grams of protein a day, and I'm using the Trim Healthy Essentials, which is one of my favorite products. Goes straight into the bloodstream, and it doesn't have to be digested, and it's bioavailable to 90 grams of protein. It's not 90 grams, it's bioavailable, which means it's like your body is getting that, but you don't actually count it in grams. And also using the Trim Healthy Optimized Protein Powders. I'm in love with them, you guys. They have everything we need, and we need the leucine and we need the amino acids together for muscle retention, protein synthesis, muscle growth, and recovery. So I purchased a vibration plate. It wasn't the Mac Daddy. It was one that I could afford. And I did that almost 3 times a week, sometimes more. I also did yoga and some Pilates, and I walked. That's pretty much what I did. I also did some PT because in my intense training and with my lack of estrogen, and we're working on that. I've actually been working for over a year to get my estrogen up. My joints, your joints really have the wear and tear in menopause. If you're having knee issues and shoulder issues, musculoskeletal issues, aches and pains, you guys, it's lack of estrogen. But you don't want to stop moving. Even if you have maybe low adrenals and you're just exhausted, or maybe, some type of exercise intolerance, or maybe you're just overwhelmed and you're having a hard time even nourishing your body. I want to encourage you to restore before more. Give yourself a time period. That's what I did. That's why I didn't have to, my brain could let go of, am I going to become a couch potato? Am I just going to waste away over here? No, I'm going to give myself 3 months. That's what I said. And you know what? If I needed more, I was going to take more time. But so some other things that I did, I tried my best to get the rest that I needed. Now, you can't make yourself sleep. I get that. I hope you're doing all the things for sleep. There are a lot of things we can do and a lot of practices we can practice to help with sleep. And I'm doing all the things. Some nights I'm just not able to sleep. And some nights I am actually sleeping a little bit better. But what I'm doing is during the day, if I need some type of rest time, and I pretty much did for the first 2 months, I just lay down for 20 minutes. Did I sleep? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I read, maybe I meditated, whatever it was, but I just gave my body some rest time. I also would ask my body and myself, do I really want to or need to do this thing calling my name right now? So I began to say no to more things that I normally would. And that was a season. It was difficult for me to feel the way I was feeling, to be low energy, to be in that adrenal insufficiency, hormone deficiency, and go out, and meet friends at 6 or 7 at night and go to different baseball games at 8 o'clock at night. And so for a season, and even having my children over on Sundays, and I'm cooking like a Thanksgiving dinner, every Sunday, it was just it would wear me out. I would be toast on Monday. So what I started doing was saying no and started asking help. And you know what? Everybody was so happy to help me. That's the crazy thing. It's like every person that I asked for help, they were like, absolutely. And I just told them, like, I am in a really low energy. And there is a term, it's low energy state, LES. And it's a real thing that happens to us because of hormones, like I said, different reasons. So it was a low energy state, and you don't want to press through that. And actually, I got to the point where I couldn't. I hit a wall and I felt terrible. So what I had going on, probably a little bit more than most people with the bacteria and the virus and whatnot. But the restorative exercises that I did during that time helped me keep my muscle, helped me maintain my weight, helped me feel good and energetic, and really got me through that season. So if that's you and you are struggling with low energy, or maybe here are some signs that you shouldn't ignore if you're exercising or your exercise isn't working for you. Let's just kind of go through these. If you want to take a nap after your workout, if you feel shaky or dizzy during your workouts, if you're not losing weight but trying, maybe gaining weight, if you're losing muscle, if you're gaining belly fat, if you're sleeping poorly, if you're frequently achy or sore, if you're constipated or have diarrhea, or if you have no libido, these are signs that what you're doing with your exercise possibly may not be working. And so I want to encourage you, like I did, to evaluate where you are and reset. Go into more of a restoration mindset. You can take some of the ideas that I shared, but you want to listen to your body, but you don't want to stop moving. Another thing that can be helpful is hormone replacement therapy. And having estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone can help bring back your juju. It can help bring back your libido. It can help bring back your energy levels. It can help with your bone and joint protection. They also are very protective of Alzheimer's, breast cancer, yes, and protective of your muscle and heart disease. So it's not a one size fits all for sure. And you definitely want to work with a practitioner that knows what they're doing. But when it comes to picking your exercise for the season, you definitely want to listen to your body, and you want to respond accordingly so that you can nurture your body and give your body what it needs so that you can be and feel the best that you can in your midlife season.